lawyer.
You were very smart. I have a question about interacting with the lawyer. If I was paying, I think you said $550 an hour with my lawyer,
Each.
Each. Okay. If I was paying $1,100 to talk to my pair of lawyers, I think I might be really rude. Like you mentioned a situation where they explain to you how probation works and then they re-explain it. I'd be like, skip. Let
me tell you a little story.
For more money.
Let me tell a little story. I had a meeting with these gentlemen one day, and it's me, both my attorneys. Kitty's there. She's got notes and stuff because she's been my go-between at times, and we're going over things, and I'm trying to speed through this motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
Then I realized we're going the full hour. That's like we're going the full hour. There's no 45-minute sessions once you sit down at the table. I might as well start racking my mind and asking silly questions. You know, anything like, well, I mean, what do you think is going to happen in the next election? Well, you know, I've got a friend. Just ask them anything they might know about that you might want to know about while we're all sitting here, because we're staying for the full hour. I felt like I had all of my questions answered in half an hour. And then I realized, no, we're going the full 11 hundo today. This is, we're getting it done.
You had all your questions, they answered them, and then they kind of just filibuster and
just reiterate. They just reiterate.
My impression is that only happened because you were being polite. Could you have said, like, you know what, guys, 30 minutes in, I feel like this is a win. I got to split. You know, I probably could have, but I wanted these guys to like me and work hard for me. And so if that costs $525 extra, I was willing to pay that expense. I really liked my lawyers personally and professionally. I thought they were an excellent pair. I had a lawyer before. He was more expensive. We asked Mo, you know, from New York. We're like, I was like, I want the best attorney in Atlanta. Do you know anybody? He's like, oh yeah, I'm going to get you the big Jew.
The big Jew.
I go to this fucking law firm in this high rise in Atlanta, and it's impressive. Like the elevator opens and everything's like carved wood on the walls and everything, and like the carpet's even fancy, and there's music playing, and I'm just like, I think I'm going to end up paying for some of this music and carpet and wood carvings in just a minute here. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, but I would have phone conversations with that guy, and 15-minute sections. And I'm looking at like my watch, and I'm just like 8 minutes, 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 12, 13. At 14, I start wrapping that bitch up because I know I'm still getting a bill for $200. It's coming for 15 minutes of conversating with this motherfucker. So
all right, Smooly. Yes, take care. Bye.
So
gotta go.
Why was he a bad fit? I'm curious.
Oh, that was a whole different thing. Different thing.
He was too big and Jewish.
Yeah. The
guy that helped with the explosive permits.
Yeah. I've had a couple of them where my legal fees have been extensive. I've known a quintet of attorneys. I believe that's 5, right?
That is.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So some good, some cheap, some expensive, some bad. Who are literally, I won't go into it, but they're going to pay.
Well, I'm glad you got good ones now.
I don't need them anymore.
Right, I'm glad you had good ones in the end.
Yeah, I had good ones for this.
Do you really think you'll get that one attorney to pay?
Yeah, he's going to have to pay. His insurance will have to pay because
bitch.
He did a poor job, and it's provable that he did a poor job. Because there are transcripts of what he did, and it's negligent. In any case, I had another lawyer that was like $50 an hour, and I'd use him for everything. You get this? I'm like $50 an hour for a man with $300,000 worth of fucking school debt.
I had a
You're never digging out of that hole, buddy.
I just called to chat.
I had a free attorney. I really like her. She's in my phone. I forget her name. But when we were getting this house renovated, there were all kinds of issues. You guys remember Jamal and Ed and those guys and
contractors.
Yeah, all the contractors, and they're like hitting us with giant extra bills. We agreed on a price, and he's like, "Yeah, it's another $13,000," because he'd suggest things or whatever, and I'd be like, "That is a good idea," not knowing that it was $13,000 worth of extra
Mhm.
stuff.
Mhm.
And eventually, you know, so I called her and I was like, he doesn't want to finish and this and that. And it's a problem. He's months behind schedule. And she would give me advice and I'm wanting to pay her. And she's like, for a 5-minute phone call? No. I just want you to like me for the next time around when
nice
you have
gal.
legal problems. You know, for 5 minutes, this isn't the kind of thing that I bill for. So
Yeah.
next time I have trouble, I'll hit her up.
Yeah,
But-
well, I mean, you know, the $50 an hour guy, like I had him dealing with all my machinima contract nonsense, and I would have him, like whenever my dad wanted a will drawn up or a trust drawn up, I'd send him to that guy. 'Cause friendly, smart guy who knew what he was doing. You know, he was just small town lawyer, and he was like my age, so like I could talk to him.
I want to throw out life advice for people who may be in the same position I was a few years ago. If you agree on a price and the contractor comes back and hands you more invoices, these are the words. That is an unapproved change order. If you didn't sign it and agree to an additional price, it's an unapproved change order. And when work order, and when he hears those words, he'll know that it is an unapproved work order, that you guys didn't agree to a new price.
I've had it. Oh,
yeah?
And
I bet, because you're your real estate
we just-
ventures.
Yeah, we just said no, we're not paying, and you know, my mom takes care of it because here in the Netherlands, if I'm not allowed to work on my real estate stuff, because then it's considered work, and if I get other people to work for me and take care of it, then it's considered capital gain, which is a lot less taxed. So my mom, she's savage. She's just like, no, we're not paying. Thank you for doing the work, but we're not paying. And then eventually,
Nice one, Trump.
Yeah, they really like my mom for standing up, and now we've been doing business together with these guys for a few years actually.
Oh.
And
Good.
you know, whenever they try to screw us over, every now and then we're like, nope, we're not doing that.
Nope, you sneaky bitch. Thought you'd sneak one past the goalie. Not today. Not today, because mom's in net.
Yeah.
And nothing
So-
gets